lights down a smidge. Which ones did we work on yesterday during class, and which ones did we? I can't remember, and I'm sorry. I feel like I did two different things yesterday. Do I need to teach? I got you. Yeah, my friend, when you get the book, that's cool, but doesn't get it. Okay. You know, bare necessities is? Yes. Okay, so did I do number 4? Did we do that as a class? Now, before I go that high on there, I'm pretty sure we did this one together, but am I wrong? Yeah. We did? Yes, we did, or no, we didn't? Yeah. Well, let's run through it real quick. So I'll write down on this top board kind of what's there, and then let's see if we can progress a little bit with the problem. So they have 1 to 10 on the top. And then I'll just put a little, so divide it up. And then is that, we got -8, -3, 2, 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, 32, and 37. Okay. So, what's up, Frank? Frank, make sure when you get a chance to get settled, get your phone in that slot next to you. Yeah. Right there. It actually works. It's one of the old ones, but it works pretty good. All right. So if we looked at the first one that says F at 9, let's see if you can follow along what I got going. So this 9 right here refers to this 9 right there. So what is the other value that goes along with that 9 then? 32? Cool. Does that make sense? All right, so let's go a little bit further with this problem. Let's say they want us to find F at 2. Okay, so see if you can follow along what I'm going to work on. So this 2 here, because it's F parentheses, it's going to go with the top number here. So what number goes with that 2? -3. Okay. Then we kind of change gears a little tiny bit. Then they say that F at n is equal to 22. All right, watch what's going to change. Ready? I have a 22. It's equal to 22. So that's our equal 22 down there. So what numbers goes with that? So this is going to say that n is equal to what? 7. And then they tell us this last one. They say F at n equals -3. So let's go with a little highlighter on this. So I have this 3. That's going to go with this 3. So what does that green 3 go with? Up on the wall. What does that -3 go with on the bottom? Oh, you all right? 2. And that's the first couple problems there. Now, let's just kind of follow along with the board. We can do this quick. So on number 4, this is 6. So I look for a 6 here. That 6 goes with a -15. Agree? This one says find G at 2. That 2 goes with the top 2. So I get an answer of 13. And then down below, it says G at n equals -8. So I look at the bottom. -8 goes with 5. And then find G at n at -43. -43 is on the bottom, so that goes with 10. Okay? So it looks like a real complex process, but if you have the basics down for it, I think you can do quite well with it. All right. Everyone okay? How's everyone's day going? Going all right? Good? Yeah. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the term. And if you recall, we were doing this a little bit last week. And we have 28, 37, and 46. All right. Who can recall what we had tried to do in order to find out what the fourth term would be? How would I figure out this term and this term and this term? What do you think? Help me. Yeah.
You have to find the pattern and look how many numbers in between.
Okay, so how many numbers do you think are in between there? 9. And how many do you think are there?
9.
And I think that's good enough to find a pattern. Can I find the next number then? By adding 9. So that's what, 55? And then add 9. 64. Thank you. I had a temporary brain lapse, and you answered right when.
It's just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, like backwards.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. I like it. Cool. So that was pretty simple. And it just says identify the pattern in the table and fill in the missing values. Okay, that's not too bad. So that's the first problem there on the bottom. And then the second one, we have the term. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then is that 128 if my eyes are doing okay? 64. 32. Okay. So this one's a little different. Should we subtract? Yeah. What do you think?
You just split them in half.
Ooh. Split it in half. Oh, cool. So wait a minute. So my first term is 128, second term is 64, third term is 32. So we could try to figure out a common difference. But you also might be able to see there's more of a pattern. It was stated to just split them in half because half of 128 is 64, right? So this is half. And then this is half. So what's half of 32? 16. Very good. What's half of 16? 8. Half of 8?
4.
Okay. So you don't always have to subtract it. Sometimes you might see the other math operation that takes place. I like it. I like it.
Or it's like minus 64, 64 minus 34, 34 minus 6.
And then you can find the second common difference, see if that happens. Wow. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay. So I'm just going to briefly kind of talk about, will you, we're going to have 4 problems I'm going to do. We're going to get off this screen for a moment. Screen share. Let's see if we make this work. Come on, baby. There we go. 500, 807. And we'll call today W for Wednesday. Sound good? Sweet. Both screens going. All right. All right, so I want to try 4 problems, but I want to see, now, before you shout things out, I want you to think about what these problems might do. Yeah, I'm just making this up off the cuff. It's not necessarily on the page. Just want us to think about this for a second. Okay. So I want you to kind of think about these 4 problems I have put up. These are 4 different problems. Agree? So there is something that's going to take place with these problems. So let's call this one, we'll call this our yellow problem. We'll call this our green problem. Call this our blue problem. Is azul correct for blue? And pink. All right. So I have 4 problems. You know how to do one of them? No? Okay. Yeah? Give me color.
Yellow.
Yellow. What do you think, Frank?
So first we're going to move the X. We'll move variable.
Do you want me to move the variable or do you want me to keep the variable there?
Keep it there.
Keep it there? Okay. Yeah.
Go. 4 plus 4 minus 4.
Okay. Okay. So I think something that somebody brought up the other day was kind of do this. What does that mean? What is that dotted meaning going to be going down? Yeah. You want yellow? Okay. What should I do on the yellow? Nope, not quite. I know. Go ahead.
You're gonna keep it for negative.
Oh, okay. So this is a positive 4. So if I do the opposite to both sides, this cancels this out and leaves me X. I can't combine. I can't add a letter and a number together. Okay. So that's not going to work. So I get X, and then you do the arithmetic. What's 12 subtract 4? 8. Hey, friends, is 8 plus 4 12? I think so. Okay, friends, fist of 5 on the yellow. Fist, you don't understand it? 5, you got it. Did you get the same answer as me?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I like it. You want to do the blue one? Can I go to the green one first? We'll get you on the blue one though. Not anymore. You lost your opportunity, sir. Go ahead, back row. What do you want to do on the green?
Oh, I was gonna ask about the yellow. Could you just subtract 12 from 4? Is that not?
Okay, that's interesting. So let's explore this for a minute. If I subtracted 12 and brought 12 over here, I'd wind up getting x minus 8 equals 0. But I want the x by itself. I want the letter by itself. Okay? You got it?
So you're
Green.
gonna
Which color?
blue.
Oh, blue. No, let's go green. Green.
You're gonna make
Okay. Subtract 3, subtract 3. So this cancels with this. And I get to this. All right. All right. Hey, friends, have you ever been in a class? Have you ever been in a class that if they were to say like x equals or y equals or z equals, have you ever been in a class that was like, hey, negative x is equal to y? Or is it always positive x? What do you think? I mean, do you think you should give me an answer of negative x equals 3? Or do you want to just tell me truly what x is equal to? X equals 2? All right. So mathematically, what do you think is going on with the negative and the x? Are the negative and the x being added together, or multiplied together, or divided with each other, or subtracted with each other? How are the minus and the x together? What's holding them together right now? A what? Okay, there is technically a 1 that's in front, a negative 1. I like that. So if I had a negative 1 right here, how would the negative 1 and the x be held together mathematically? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide.
Wait. Subtract.
So notice I have a negative x, right? And some people might say, oh, it's minus x. Now, minus x and a negative x are the same thing mathematically. So how am I going to get that to just, I want my answer to be this. I want it to be x equals something. So
Three minus eight.
We're gonna do
Three minus eight.
a what?
division,
By?
by -1.
Okay. So if I do this, let's make this the most obscure. Ooh, purple would be fun. I'm going to go with purple. If I divide both sides by -1, I wind up getting x equals -3. Okay. Now, question is, here in the purple, we divided each side by -1. Let me ask you this, friends. Let me take another color that might be fun to use. Let's go with a pink. What would happen? Could I also multiply each side by -1 and gotten the same result? So could I go -1 times -x to get x? And could I go -1 times 3 to get -3? -1 times 3 is -3, right? So I could either multiply or divide by the negatives to take place. And there's not a right or wrong. Some people's minds will see the divide by. Some people's minds might see the multiply by. And it's okay. It's the same answer. Yeah. Yeah. Right down the hall. I think that one's open. It only flushed like twice today, so it should still be open. When it gets to the third flush, they shut it down. All right. Blue. You sure you don't want to do blue? You do blue? Okay. Okay. Before you tell me how to do it, can you just answer this question for me? I think it's a simple question. I'm going to try the best I can to phrase it the best way I can. Looking at that problem, mathematically, add, subtract, multiply, or divide, how are 3 and x being held together right now?
I remember, I just forgot every word.
Yeah, they're being multiplied together. So what undoes multiplication? Divide by 3. Perfect.
18 by the 3.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So these right now are being held together by multiplication. So if I do the same thing on both sides, I'm going to wind up getting this. There's my answer. Okay, does anyone want to take a shot at the pink? ¿Cómo se dice en español pink? Rosa? Rosa? Rosa. Azul? Verde? Yeah. I'm getting better. By the time your guys' kids come to school, I'll have it down. Yeah. Try pink? Absolutely.
Do you, since it's division, you multiply by 3 and then if the extra cells and then multiply the -2?
Yeah, because this is a fraction, that's a division problem. So if you multiply both sides by 3, that goes away, and I wind up getting x equals -6. Love it. It's not the worst thing that you've seen, has it? Okay, so my friends, a couple things I want to talk to you about. Monday, next week, I have a district meeting I have to be at. There's going to be like 12 of us math teachers that have to go. But you're going to have a quiz on this stuff. But I'm going to let you use your notes in your books on the quiz. Deal? Okay. So just try and do the best you can. See how you do. There'll be version 1 and 2 because the tests are together. One person will have version 1, one person has version 2. But just do the best you can. See how you do, okay? Monday. But I won't be here. I have a sub. Mr. Iverson. He's a good guy. I don't care what I said about him. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will. Let me decide first. I'm going to show you one thing. Same. So if you had this, same. To undo like this, you'd multiply both sides by 2/3. Because they go. All right. Hey, you guys want a lot of homework tonight? If I give you 9 problems, if I give you 9 problems, you good?
Homework?
Well, you have the rest of the period to work on it. You might be able to get it done. All right. All right. So you have the rest of the period to work on this. It's page 9. You'll find the 9 at the bottom of the page. Okay. And I would like you to work on problems 1 through 9. Okay, that's all I want you to do.